Yes. Oh shit, my Johnson not even there. I look like a fool. Take this time. That don't look professional.
I don't care if you're black.
Huh?
My bad. Are we live?
Yeah, we are.
Happy Martin Luther King Day and shit.
Happy Luther Vandross Day. Yes, sir.
Go to hell.
Wow.
Where's that fat guy at?
I don't know, man. He blowing me. He 3 minutes late. Just like a black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. He had to put his do-rag on.
Yeah, I've been had this on me. My laptop ain't funny, yeah.
Yeah.
We here.
We are here. We gotta get the banner up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was this last jump called? The last weekend? It's comp. It's not conference.
Yes, this was divisional.
Divisional.
Mm-hmm. The divisional round. Oh man. Poor Lamar.
Yeah, it was a interesting series of games, to say the least.
Yes, sir. We here.
Man.
We are here. Yes, Stu, you missed the picture this time. Sorry, bro.
I missed. Yeah, I know. I seen it.
We had to start promptly.
It won't be his ass anyway.
Because I refuse to run an untidy ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're all gonna get in line. We're gonna fall in line. We're gonna stay in line.
Uh-huh.
As I send all these people the links to the group. I mean, the thingy.
The screen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your name did pop up in my phone a few times. All right, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta make one more banner right quick. My bad. I bet.
Yeah.
Let's go and get this show on the road.
Let's do it, brother.
Welcome to another episode of the Treeway Deal. Episode 5, y'all.
We're getting there.
I'm your host, Ricky Gray. Pleasure to have you all here, and those who eventually come. I'm gonna let my other co-hosts introduce themselves once again.
It's your boy Stu.
Special day today, man. Delighted dawn today, man. It's just nothing but celebrations, man.
Delighted Dawn.
Delighted Dawn.
There we go. You want to dive into it a little bit, Dawn? Why you a little delighted today?
One of these, what y'all call greats. I guess he's great to y'all, maybe. But
oh God,
he will be packing his bags and taking his punk ass on somewhere.
Oh God, I'm not ready for this. I hope you don't come, please, Rivera. Don't. You don't got to bring everybody. It didn't work over there for a reason, so you don't got to bring everybody.
No, it's cool. Just get the guy that we fired twice. That's what y'all do.
Sounds good to me.
Now, I see some great questions in the comments already that I kind of want to dive into a little bit that we're going to tie into our first segment. And we're going to talk about these divisional round of the playoffs and maybe some divisional problems that we saw. And so I want to start off with, we're going to start off with the big game. We're going to start off with the Bills and the Ravens. Now, granted, Lamar, unfortunately, Lamar was, hurt and, wasn't able to finish the game. And that really sucked. And that really took a lot of momentum out of the sales. Because I think they definitely could have. And I felt like they were going to win that game. I felt like they were eventually just going to be the more dedicated, the more sound and just more, gritty team that you're going to want it more. You know what I'm saying? They proved that, going down into the fourth quarter and down to the nitty gritty, they are going to show up. They're going to ball out and they're going to do what they got to do to get the win. But unfortunately, Lamar wasn't there. So y'all want to talk about that and how y'all felt about the game? Oh, and by the way, Josh Allen had a great game too. Didn't want to take anything away from him. He had a pretty good game.
Yeah, man. It was a very, very physical football game, bro. That game was intense. Both defenses played excellent football, especially, Buffalo's defense. Even though they didn't face Lamar for basically the entire fourth quarter or the last few minutes of the fourth quarter. So I love that. It felt like a playoff game. I'll say that. That felt like an old-fashioned 2004. It's cold as shit football. That's what it felt like to me. Now, of course, the biggest turning point in the game was when Lamar threw the pick six. That changed everything because the Bills weren't scoring either. So that right there just changed the entire tide of the game, bro. because when who was it? Was it Teron Johnson? When Teron Johnson caught the pick, I didn't think he was going to score that shit because one, he caught it, he fell back into the end zone, like he stepped back. Once he scored, I figured the game was over because Baltimore was not moving the ball that effectively. They just weren't, bro. They couldn't separate on the outside. They couldn't get the run game going too well in the first half, at least. It just looked like it was going to be a big, nitty gritty, tough it out until the fourth quarter game. And then, of course, Lamar gets – didn't he have a concussion? Yeah, he had a concussion.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
After that, I mean, the thing is, they still had a chance to get back into the game when it was 17-3. Huntley missed that pass to Hollywood. It was like 4-ish minutes left. It was that fourth down, and he missed that pass to Hollywood. That would have cut the lead down from 17-3 to 17-10. That would have been huge because Buffalo, again, they still were not moving the ball that well and scoring. They only scored once on offense, so it was just a few plays here and there that the Ravens missed. But all of them, just in general, I think that was a really good game, bro.
It was a very good game, yeah.
Really good game to me.
It was my favorite game. Well, until Lamar got hurt.
Yeah, I felt like, going into that game, knowing Buffalo and that weather, it was very windy. So I knew the passing game wasn't going to be a huge thing. So I was like, all right. So we in for to see who got the best little run plays right here. But
special teams was key, too. Special teams was really key. Justice Tucker missed 2 field goals.
Yeah.
He don't never miss that.
Oh my God! Yes,
it was windy as shit outside.
Windy as hell, bro.
So like,
even affecting the passing game too. So yeah.
So I knew it was gonna be a stalemate. The pick six. Oh my God, that really wasn't needed because it was a pretty good drive going down there. So
it was, bro.
They got a good going, and then Johnston didn't even run fast. I felt like he was not running fast. That was a long ass distance.
That was, bro.
Yeah.
But he ran like 106 yards, but it was only 100.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. I get so mad about this, man. I understand Mark Andrews is good, but he got 3 people around him. Don't force it. And what does he do? He forced it. But even though the pick six happened, I was like, well, on the bright side, they drove it down there. They can do it. I feel like they could have did it again. But, Lamar got it fucked up.
There's not a lot of possessions in playoff football, bro. A lot of these possessions are long ass drives, bro. The defenses are better. The weather sucks. It's tough to score in the playoffs, bro. So the momentum, because one, the Bills had fans in that joint. They only had like 6,000, but it felt like there was 75,000 Bills fans in there after that pick six. Mm-hmm. That's a lot to overcome, man. That's a lot. You on the road, it's cold as shit. Not only is it cold, because Lamar is used to the cold. Playing Baltimore, it's cold here. He's used to the cold, but 20 mile per hour, 15 mile per hour winds, bro.
No.
So all that factor into it, and you don't have no receiver that can win on the outside. So it was just gonna be tough for them to overcome that pick six, bro. I feel like they needed to get points almost on every other possession, especially after they missed them 2 field goals. That's 6 points right there. So
that's 6 points there. They coughed the ball up 5 times, man. You could tell that. You could just tell out there that kind of like Buffalo was in control, man.
Yeah,
but also when whatchamacallit was in the game, when the backup was in the game, he's the backup for a reason, but it was opportunities out there for them to make some plays. He missed Hollywood on the ball.
I swear the wind took. I seen the ball.
They did it. It was doing that the entire first half, bro.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's passes were dying in the air. That never happens ever. Josh Allen's passes don't die in the air, nigga. Them jokes it was bad, bro. And Josh Allen played a really good game. Yeah. He played a really good game, bro. So hats off to the Bills, of course. They played an excellent game. Brian Daboll is a maniac. That nigga didn't run the ball in the first quarter. It's 38 degrees, 20 miles
an hour. We said, fuck that win. I got Josh Allen.
Got a goddamn laser on.
You will slice through the air. Fuck it.
And the thing is, for the most part, the shit was. It's just when the passes he had to put some touch on, can't do nothing about that, nigga. Can't do it.
You can't. Yeah.
You know, like you said, it was a really good game. Hats off to the Ravens. They had a hell of a season, especially in the second half. Because I didn't think their ass was going to make the playoffs after a little bit.
I never lost faith.
I thought they would make it. I thought they would.
I did. I thought it was going to be Miami. I thought it was going to be Miami, but they started fucking losing too. So,
yeah. Since we on this topic right here, I'm gonna dive into one of the questions right here. Now that Lamar made it out the first round, what can he do to make it past the second? Honestly, I don't think it's necessarily on. It's really not necessarily on him. It's not what he can do. Well, I mean, obviously he has to show up. He has to play.
I've seen enough.
You know what I'm saying? He has to play his A game. That's what he has to do. But that's not necessarily enough in the playoffs for him just to play his A game, and that will get you a win. Because you have to have the pieces around you to do that.
I think he had it. He got knocked out the game. He had it.
It's roster construction, not even that.
Yeah.
It's the construction of the roster.
It's the pieces around you.
The problem
you got to set them up a little bit better.
Is they have Hollywood and they have Mark Andrews, and those are both two fine players. They have nobody that can win on the outside in contested catches situations.
Yeah.
Dez Bryant is old and washed up. Miles Boykin is more of a wide receiver 4 kind of guy. He's not bad, but he's not the guy you go to in big time moments. You can't always go to Mark Andrews, bro. You can't always go to a tight end. You can't always go to a 5'10", 175-pound speed receiver in big time moments. So for them to take that next step, because the defense is fine. Wink Martindale is calling a hell of a defense out there.
10 points.
They're gonna reload like they usually do. They got edge rushers. They could probably use another corner just for depth and a safety, but I think the defense will be fine. They need to go get Allen Robinson or Kenny Golladay in free agency. So, when it's playoff times and it's cold as shit, and Lamar can't air it out to Hollywood all the time, he can be comfortable with making throws outside of the numbers, because the middle of the field's not open all the time. It's just not going to happen like that. If you ain't got no guys that can win on the outside, you got to have a transcendent tight end. Mark Andrews ain't fucking Travis Kelce. He ain't even Darren Waller. He might not even be TJ Hawkinson at this damn point. You know what I'm saying? Mark Andrews is good, but
he's just a big target to me.
He's just a big target. He's just and he's good. Like I said, he's good. But you need a wide receiver that can win outside the numbers, bro.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Let's go ahead and dive into this Tampa Bay Saints game that happened last night.
Yeah. Tom Terrific. Yeah.
Battle of the old heads. The battle of the retirement home, man. It was good. Mm-hmm. Now, I enjoyed the game. I liked it.
It was a good game.
I enjoyed it. It was very good until, when Drew Brees had to start doing stuff where he can't do anymore, And yeah, it's just how the cookie crumbled,
Do anymore.
I can't throw past 20 yards and
believe in them coming into the playoffs, bro. Because if they lose the lead or they're in a situation where they got to get a chunk of yards, multiple chunks of yardage, they're gonna have to manufacture it with yak and screen plays and shit like that, and those always don't work. Your quarterback can't throw past 30 yards, bro. He's not threatening the top of the defense. So everything's more congested. So, I mean, they beat the like we saw last week, they beat the Bears. The offense didn't look all that good for the first 2.5, 3 quarters of game, to me at least. Offense didn't look, high powered or nothing. And of course, they got a home game against the Bucs. They beat them twice already. but it's hard to beat teams 3 times. And the playoffs are just different. They're just different, bro. So going into the game, I thought they were going to have to run the ball like 150, 200 yards this game, run the ball, in order to ease the pressure on the passing game. But once Drew Brees threw that almost pick 6 to Sean Murphy, I felt like the game changed after that. Because I just didn't feel like the Saints offense had enough to continue to get the ball down the field and score on Tampa Bay, bro. They just couldn't.
Let me tell you something, man. This is just what I've been seeing all year about the New Orleans Saints. Come on, man. Think about this. This year has been different. You know why? Michael Thomas has been hurt all year. He hasn't been around all year. Drew Brees is not what he used to be. Be honest.
And he been hurt too.
I've been seeing him fall off for a little while now. And yep, he cracked ribs.
Ribs in his lungs.
On Kamara a lot of the times this season. And now when you face a team whose run defense just doesn't play that shit, now you got to throw and you got to depend on Brees to throw. He don't have it no more. And you got to hurt Michael Thomas, who can't get open, and was hard for him to get open because he doesn't really separate. So that's what you get. And really, I can't say Tampa Bay offense did fantastic, but they did enough because the defense played the field position very well, and they pressured Brees enough and caused enough chaos to make it easier for Tom Brady and them to get enough points to win the game.
Leonard Fournette had a hell of a game.
They had a chance. They was up. He threw the ball to Jared Cook. He fumbled. I was so happy.
Every single one of their turnovers outside of the very last pick ended up in a touchdown. Every Saints turnover ended up in a touchdown. Bucks had no turnovers. And magically, Leonard Fournette started playing football.
My man out here making tough catches and everything.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's a personal game.
Leonard Fournette get good again. What happened?
He's from New Orleans. This is personal for him.
Probably, yeah. I can see that. He had a hell of a game. Tom wasn't, like you said, he wasn't perfect or nothing. He wasn't, 2007 Tom or nothing like that. But Tom made enough throws.
Yep.
To win the ball game. That's all it's about in the playoffs, bro. You do not have to play perfect in the playoffs to win to win, bro. You don't. Bro. You have to make timely plays, clutch turnovers and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hit on your strikes. You gotta hit on your plays.
You gotta think about it. This is Tom Brady. All you gotta do is give him enough to work with. He got the rest for you.
Bro, I'm telling you. And they were giving them really good field position. So they had the Devin White pick, which had him inside the 20. The Sean Murphy Bunting pick had him at like the 4. Who else caught a pick?
Devin White got one, right?
Yeah,
I think Devin White got one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then Antoine Winfield fumble, of course. That's
my guy.
All of them landed them within the 30-yard line or closer. That's easy money for Tom Brady, bro. That's too easy. That's way too easy. And I still think Brady missed some throws that could have took it over the top some more.
Oh my God, I feel like that's
even though they lost to him twice during the season, I thought that the Bucks were the better team because, like I'm saying, in the playoffs, you just need timely throws. You need timely buckets. Bro. That's the best I can explain it. And with the Saints, like you said, Mike wasn't here all year. Kamara missed a few games. Breeze missed a few.
Boy ain't got
slam boy.
No catches. The boy ain't getting no
catches. He had
slam boy.
Couldn't even get a screenplay going.
And I think Carlton Davis is a really good corner. Everybody clown him because Tyreek put up 200 on him.
Can you imagine that?
But you can't single cover Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I understand.
All games, bro.
But like that's kind of crazy though. Like that's how you bounce back coming in the playoffs, and you just
Carlton
you don't have that shit.
You don't have to.
You don't have that shit with the number one wide receiver from last year. Like, damn.
It
Yes,
is
sir.
different from playing the fastest human to put on cleats than playing Michael Thomas. And I think Michael Thomas is really good. But he does not scare the shit out of me like Tyreek Hill does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He'll never have 200 receiving yards in the guy. And Tyreek had that almost one quarter, bro. 1 quarter.
Tyreek takes the top off the defense, bro.
You can't do anything. And then fucking Todd Bowles was like, you know what? We ain't doubling this nigga. Single coverage with the slowest corner. Let's do it.
I run dagger concepts with that nigga all day. Put him in the slot. Go deep.
Fly route. Fuck the shit. Slot fade.
Yeah. Tyreek going deep, and I just had somebody come under him every time.
That's Carlton Davis' weakness right there. All season, he's had trouble with the fast receivers. Guys like Michael Thomas.
He's slow.
Yeah, guys like
he's slow. He was slow at all. His ass is slow now. Like, this isn't rocket science. I don't know why the hell you'd have him single covered on Tyreek Hill. That makes no sense.
I don't know why you single covered them at all. Yeah, why would you do
There's
that?
only one person that can, and that's number 20 with the Rams. That's it. That's the only person that can do it.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and dive into the next game that we had this weekend. Well, not the next game, but unfortunate other loss that we had for our young quarterbacks this weekend, man. Let's dive into this Browns and Chiefs.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield did lose.
Huh? Man, nobody give a damn.
Nobody
Give a damn about that damn Mayfield.
We're worried about the chubby light-skinned boy. They can't look at his phone.
About that nigga's man.
He can't look at his phone, Stu. He can't look at it.
You know,
it looks like the sun.
A Bama nigga. It was only right for Mac Wilson to put his ass in that blue tent. It was only right. It was only right.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. He better play.
It's a shame to the goddamn game that you hurt the future like that. And it's respectful.
Suck it up.
Respectful and you know what, man?
It is. Well, what Drew say? It is the integrity of the game.
Integrity, Doug.
Fucking up the integrity of the game.
Man, ain't no integrity. Look.
Anyways,
the funny thing is, until Chad Henne threw up that duck to call Joseph, the offense still looked fine.
Yeah, it was good.
Like he could do something. Then Chad just like, fuck it. I don't know.
Yeah, he was like, bro, he had no business doing that at all.
No way you don't see Carl Joseph sitting in there.
Bro, they was working. I was like, at least they leaving with a field goal, no matter what. I was like, they leaving with a field goal. Niggas said no.
Oh yeah, Kevin Stefanski, Don, you've been talking him up all year as your coach of the year. He fucked up. He fucked up. He fucked up. You say I'm too aggressive. I like to go for it too much. There's 3 minutes left in the game. You are playing Andy. Fuck that Patrick Mahomes isn't playing. Andy Reid is coaching. You cannot give Andy Reid the ball back in a playoff game down 5 with 3 minutes left.
I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm going for that shit.
Yard line. It's 3 minutes left. One first down and the game is over.
It'd be the 0-2 Ravens. I'm going for that shit.
Bro, I don't care who's on the other side. You have to go for it on 4th and 9. You have to trust your quarterback, bro. You don't punt it back to the best offense in the league with 3 minutes left. Like, even if – and the defense played pretty well. Yeah. Even if your defense is playing good, I don't want to take the chance of them getting the ball back, period. I want, if we can get the first down, the last person to touch the ball should be Baker Mayfield. That's with 3 minutes left, they had 2 timeouts. I want Baker Mayfield to have the ball last. Why would you punt it back to him? And they're down 5. So even if, like I said, you trust your defense, maybe they can hold them to a field goal. Maybe they can. But now you took time off the clock with the punt, and now they get the ball back. That was a bonehead move to me, bro. That was a cowardly move, bro. I can't explain that. Your season's on the line, fool. Like there's no next game, nigga. Go for it, and he didn't. So the Browns should have won, bro.
Yeah, well, fight for it. Maybe next year, Cleveland. But the game was a good game at first in the beginning. Man, you know how the Chiefs are. We seen them. We like, oh man, they rolling already. Rolling. My only issue with the Chiefs game was like Damian Williams is back in. I get it. He had a good amount of touches. Where was Le'Veon though?
You want me to be real?
Yeah.
Le'Veon ain't got it no more, man.
I don't think
no, but this is like,
you know how he used to be so patient behind the line of scrimmage and then burst off and get in between them cracks and crevices. That burst ain't there no more. It's not there. So he can't be tiptoeing behind the line and shit like he used to. He doesn't have the burst. So
I feel like
his game is messed up.
I don't know. I would have gave him touches in the past game at least because he has playoff experience at least.
And since they haven't been giving him touches, no rhythm for real. Yeah. So both of them going into each other, you know.
I mean, the way I seen Fournette play, I'm seeing Fournette play like he never played before. I was like,
it's true.
Maybe Le'Veon can.
I don't know why they didn't give him the ball more. It's not like Clyde Edwards played. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They probably just felt like they probably was just rolling with him from last year. You know what I'm saying?
Damian Williams, damn, they won him to. Well, he did. Shit, Damian Williams had a hell of a game last year. Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Carried him to the playoffs. Right?
He basically
not carried him
until Andy Reid threw that whatchamacallit play. What's that damn play called? The Wasp. Till they drew up that damn play.
That's my play,
man. But I feel like next week they'll probably depend on more of their running backs and stuff. Because with Mahomes having whatever happened to him, you kind of want to take a little bit of pressure off of him. So you're probably gonna have to do a little bit more dumb down plays. I mean, which the Chiefs can. They have screen plays that fuck around and go yards anyway. So
they unfortunately left tackle if they can. So.
Unfortunately, you playing in KC and not. Well, I mean, yeah. Fortunately, I mean it's gonna be cold, but at least it may not be as windy. It may not be as windy.
Maybe.
It's going to be as windy.
Maybe. The Browns had a lot of opportunities in that game. The Browns need a wide receiver with some speed, and I guess that's kind of Odell.
Odell. Looking at that game, I said, damn, they could use Odell right now.
Bro, nobody was getting over top. L'Jarius Sneed is a hell of a cornerback, son. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's a hell of a cornerback. Nobody was getting over top, son. It just wasn't happening, bro. They had no speed on that team. Jarvis Landry had 7 catches for 20 yards. They need some yak, bro. They need some speed. they need some explosive wide receivers because that's ridiculous.
That's disgusting.
I really think Odell was having a great year.
Like 2.5 a catch, bro. That's bad. Like, and again, the Chiefs defense, I don't think we gave enough credit to the Chiefs defense. They're not a great unit. I wouldn't even say they're really good. I think they're slightly above average, but they make a lot of plays, man.
Oh, no, actually.
It's a lot of plays.
You want to know what my problem was? They didn't run the ball enough, in my opinion, to start the game. Yeah, they didn't run the ball enough.
Sure didn't. I mean, they were down. Weren't they down? They were down 12 at one point.
I mean, you're down 12, but I ain't gonna lie. That's the better part of your offense, not your pass game, your run game.
Yeah, but when you play them Chiefs, man, you can't. Like that's before Mahomes was hurt. They was down 12. Like when you do it, you got to start catching up because if you don't, man, they just keep going.
Yeah, the more time you wait,
unfortunately,
God forbid you wasting all that damn time running the ball and then you don't score. Then you just really fucked up because Mahomes about to score in 4 minutes. So now we didn't wasted 11 minutes off the clock. You ain't scored, and then they scored. So it's tough playing the Chiefs.
I get it, yeah, but I feel like you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you best at, man.
My only issue with the Chiefs defense is where the hell was Chris Jones and Frank Clark all game, man.
The Browns' offensive line is very good. Now, Jack
Well,
Conklin,
they are, yeah.
Jack Conklin is good. He ain't, all pro.
And they had everybody back. It wasn't like it wasn't any holes in there.
Jetty got hurt in the first play, but
Jetty.
Everybody was back. Wyatt Teller and Antonio are some mean motherfuckers, bro.
They was down to their third string. What? Right tackle? Left tackle?
You gotta do something.
Still wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, like you gotta do something. You getting paid.
Frank Clark was overrated last year in the playoffs. My God, he was really good.
He was good till he didn't know how to. Oh no, my bad. They won last year.
That was 2 years ago. That's cool. You talk about
the one guy I'm still happy. I love watching him play is Tyrann Mathieu because he's always flying.
We gotta appreciate that, man. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That's how good I think Tyrann Mathieu is, bro. I think he's a Hall of Famer. We gotta appreciate that, man. There's nothing he can't do. He's elite. He's been elite basically every year he's in the league. Look at the defenses with Tyrann, the Cardinals, Texans, and the Chiefs. Look at all those defenses with them and without them. Without them,
play for the Texans.
The Texans damn near last now without them.
The Texans 2 years ago had Jadeveon Clowney, J.J. Watt, Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and Tyrann Mathieu, and not a single one of them is going to be there next year. Not a single one of them.
That's how you fuck the money up.
Bad teams stay back.
Let's get to this final game of the weekend. It should be a nice little short and sweet conversation. I think we all expected this to happen between Green Bay and LA.
Yep.
Especially with injuries and just things like that.
I thought the Rams didn't really have a bad game. I mean, they executed their plays and stuff, but like you had a hurt Aaron Donald, so that
takes away a lot.
Sheldon Jenkins was beating his ass.
That takes away a lot.
You already got Goff that's hurt, so you can't really do too much with him.
Cooper Kupp,
but they was Cooper Kupp was out, but they still played pretty good to me. It's just you playing against Aaron Donald.
It's a well-coached team, bro. That's a really well-coached team.
It's just
they left they left 2 turnovers out there basically at the end of the half when I don't know what the hell A-Rod was. I guess you're trying to score, but they were perfectly in field goal range right before the half. They ended up getting the field goal anyway. But he threw 2 back-to-back seam routes, and the defenders just dropped the pick, just straight out drop. I think John Johnson, and I think it was either Troy Hill or Darius Williams dropped one. So they played good enough, bro. They played good enough, but they didn't capitalize on the few mistakes that Aaron Rodgers was making.
Yep.
And you can't get gashed on a 60-yard run as soon as the half starts, basically.
You got to understand, man, when you face Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau, man, you got to play perfect football.
Tundra, man.
He is. I'm going to tell you that shit. He damn near is.
You said that shit. He is well accommodated to that scenario, playing in the frozen tundra.
He is.
Yeah, I feel good. I just dropped 30 points on the best defense in the league. I feel
in NFL. And the defense, again, the Rams defense still played really well. They played well enough. They just needed a few big plays. And, of course, like you said, without Aaron Donald being 100%, the strip sack element out of it is probably pretty much gone.
It's not even. It's just the pressures. The pressure just to get Aaron moving just a little bit.
Yeah.
You see Elton out there getting him out of character and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, he was upset out there. He was upset, but we kind of saw this coming. I could have told you this was coming, even if the Rams, even if Aaron Donald was 100% healthy. Them niggas don't have a quarterback that's healthy. That's good. So I thought they were going to lose anyway. The only way we're going to beat Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau in the playoffs is if your defense is super elite or your quarterback plays better. Neither one of those things was going to happen yesterday.
Yeah.
So, or 2 days ago, Saturday.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm kind of upset. I wanted it to be a better game. I'm upset Aaron Donald was hurt. And I'm upset that Jalen Ramsey was shadowing Devontae Adams all goddamn game.
I am too, but the whatchamacalls, the Rams, they ran a lot of zone, bro.
I don't care.
Okay. They ran a lot of zone.
I like
but
I like LaFleur though.
Everybody else plays zone.
The thing about
Adams
is getting moved all over the place.
He is.
So even following a guy like that that's lining up everywhere, it'll be
just
hard.
like on that first touchdown.
Yeah, like that shit ain't easy. I'm not finna follow you across this field.
You gotta communicate that though. You gotta communicate that.
It should have switched. It should have been a switch.
You gotta communicate that.
I gotta sprint all the way over. Nigga, you already over there. Go get him. It's not like they don't see the play. I swear to God, every time in the red zone, bro, it's a short pass to Adams every time. They keep thinking they not finna run that ball, bro.
They gonna give it to 17.
17 touchdowns off of the screen passes and shit like that. You got that ball.
They I don't know, man. They gave him a good amount of touches. Between Aaron and AJ. They got a good amount of touches.
AJ Dillon is a man.
But you know who had a really good game though? Still, despite the loss, your boy Cam Akers. He still had a good game. He averaged 5 yards a carry and had a touchdown with 90 yards.
Really good.
Yeah.
He runs like he's still trying to get paid, brother. I love it. I love it.
I fuck with Cam Akers.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's no Antonio Gibson, but
you're right. He better. But
yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna shift gears a little bit. We're gonna dive into the NBA.
Yeah.
And you know how we finally get to talk about this whole scenario and just what has transpired over the past week, and we've seen 2 games out of them now that they are united. Let's talk about Harden coming to New York, coming to Brooklyn. Let's talk about the whole trade. Let's talk about what we think is going to happen. Let's talk about what exactly happened.
Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying that the Rockets fucked up. I'm gonna start off by saying that I think collecting a large amount of draft picks in trades, especially in the NBA, is probably the most overrated asset there is, because everybody loves players until they become draft picks. You get the 5th pick and you're fine with that until you pick Kevin Knox. You get the 7th pick and you're fine with that shit. Then you get Frank Ntilikina and shit like that. You're cool with the 3rd pick. You draft Jan Vesley. So now you're fucked up because of these picks. So the Rockets have no 100% sure. They're not 100% sure that any of the 8 draft picks that they got for James Harden will even be rotation NBA players. You just do not know that. I do not care what else Philly was offering. As soon as they offer Ben Simmons, you try to spice the deal up and get as much as you can. But once they say that's the limit, you take Ben Simmons. You know what Ben Simmons is already. You already know that he's going to give you 15, 8, and 8 on elite defense every night. You know that. You do not know what the fuck the Brooklyn Nets pick is going to be in 2025. You don't know that. So the Rockets fucked up. I'll say that. And instead of keeping Karras, and praise up to Karras, they found that mass on his kidney. So praise up to him. Before they knew that, they traded him for Victor Oladipo, who has been reported for the last 2 years to want to go to the Miami Heat. He has no contract after this. This is last year. So they traded for 8 unknown commodities and Victor Oladipo, and they lost James Harden. And they got nothing of, okay, this is valuable. I can actually show you how valuable this is. They didn't get any of that. Now, somebody brought up a good point to me that all those picks might not get used those picks might turn into another player. But bro, I don't give a fuck. You could have got Ben Simmons right there. Why wait and try to see if I don't fucking know. I don't who would come, Carl Anthony Towns or somebody else comes available. Why would you wait? So I think they lost the trade, bro, and I'm gonna pass it to Don at that.
Yeah. Off the trade big time to me. And then another thing was I'm just glad it finally went through. We've been knew it was gonna happen. James Harden wasn't happy. And happiness is a big thing for the especially NBA players now, because Harden's big thing is at this point in his career, he wants a chance at the championship. Even though Houston switched the team around and that's a good Houston team, it's not a contender because it's on the West. You gotta fuck with the Lakers and the Clippers and all of them still. Where as far as on the East, it's like me, KD, Kyrie, that's a chance for a championship, without a doubt. So it made sense for him to go over there, and he's happy over there. He's balling. First game had a triple double. I like it. I do. Whenever Kyrie won, come to work and shit, I like to see it. I would like to see how it turns out. Only issue is, they lost Jared Allen, which is huge to me.
Mm-hmm. Huge. I was about to get to that.
That's like your last stronghold for defense, and now it's gone. DeAndre Jordan's not going to it.
Yeah. So
then you lose LeVert. You don't got wings no more like that.
And Dinwiddie hurt too.
Yeah. So it's like, what are we really gonna do? I mean, I guess we just gonna try and outscore everybody. But
like the basketball side of outside of the trade, the Cavaliers got a good player in Jared Allen too. They got a good player. Basketball wise, offensively, there's nothing else to say. They're gonna be elite offensively. Because one, Joe Harris is going to be the most wide open sniper in the league. Mm-hmm. He's going to be wide open all the time.
Oh my God. And if Shamet just shoot better?
All the time. The problem with the trade is, and honestly, this was my problem, as I've said on the pod before. This was my problem with the Nets before. They can't guard anybody. Getting James Harden does not change that fact. That didn't change any of that. You know what I'm saying? So losing Jared Allen and not gaining another wing that can defend, that's tough to overcome in the playoffs when defense matters, bro. Like, defense really matters in the playoffs. Now, I think they're going to get to the finals because they have the two best players in the conference. So I think they're going to get to the finals. But it's going to be tough. They're going to get some 6-7 game series because they can't stop any damn body.
Yeah.
They just played, Kyrie didn't play, so I'm trying to hold off my reservations. They just played the beat up ass Magic and had to fight and claw that entire game. The Magic scored a lot of points on that team, bro.
And you know who killed them? Vucevic.
Vooch. They can't guard anybody, bro. They can't. KD's not an elite wing defender. He's good at it, but he's not stopping LeBron, Tatum, Jalen, Giannis, those type of cats.
Right. I mean, nobody is.
Nobody is, but at least if you get a good defender out there, you make it work for it. Like I've said before, 99% of defense happens before the shot. KD's not going to make LeBron work that much before whatever shot he wants to take. He just doesn't have the physical strength. And it's not like LeBron's not used to being guarded by 7-foot niggas. He does it all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, basketball side of it, bro, I don't trust that defense, bro. I don't trust the defense, but the offense is going to be so goddamn good. Who fucking cares? Until you play the Lakers or the Clippers in the finals. So,
shout out to Brooklyn, though, man. You got to think a couple years back, we was laughing at them. It's like, man, y'all gave up all this for old ass Paul Pierce and Garnett. Man,
Sean Marks deserves a hell of a lot of credit, man. And there was a lot of people that was like, okay, well, you traded Jared Allen. That's your last piece for, defense and rim protection. That's a dumb trade. Anybody that gets the superstar in the trade won the shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to keep telling niggas that. You never give up too much for any superstar. As the Knicks, would they rather have Gallinari, Raymond Felton, and Wilson Chandler, or Carmelo? As the Lakers, if they rather have Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, Josh Hart, and 3 pick swaps for Anthony Davis. So all that they didn't win the trade shit is stupid. They have James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. Like Don said, whenever Kyrie wants to come do his job that he's paid $35 million to do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
You know.
My problem is, man, they don't have any depth. And in situations like this and trades like this, the only problem is, man, niggas don't be having depth, man. As soon as you get past, I mean, not even get past, like, you don't got the defense. So it's not like you can, you feel me? It's not like you can really
funnel them into no bigs.
Yeah, it's like you can't funnel into no bigs. You got DeAndre Jordan. That's it. I mean, it ain't much you can do.
Like they got some solid pieces, but those are like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th guys on normal good benches. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And none of them are trade worthy. So it's not like you could trade to go get like, I don't know, some fucking Robert Covington or somebody like that. It's not like you can trade and get a guy like that. The buyout market, maybe Trevor Ariza.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Gilchrist is out there somewhere. Or did he get cut? Was that Rondé Hollis Jefferson? They both the same nigga. One of them got cut, but they're both good perimeter defenders.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. It's not gonna matter because it's not like they're elite or anything. But that roster needs some tweaking defensively. That roster needs some tweaking, bro. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on my depth situation. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. And Indy, oh God, Indy. I wish Karras was healthy because that's gonna be a tough team.
Oh my God.
Yeah. If Karras is healthy, they are going to give somebody a second round 7 games of pure death, nigga. Mm-hmm. That's a tough team, bro.
I would love to see it, bro. Brogdon, LeVert, Sabonis. Even though LeVert's been shooting like ass this year, I feel like he would have got it right in.
He got it right.
He ain't gonna figure it out yet. Mm-hmm.
Brogdon been cooking. Sabonis look like his daddy, and TJ Warren been hurt.
Yeah, and
that's another 16, 17 points right there. So, bro, they were going to give somebody a nigga. If they played Brooklyn in the first round, that would be a 6-7 game series because they cannot guard the Pacers. So, Sabonis would probably average 30 and 15 on them niggas, bro. I wouldn't even kid you.
Mm-hmm.
So, when Brooklyn sees them kind of guys, man, it's going to be tough for them, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and dive into our last topic, I want to say. I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just diving back into the NFL. It's a lot of different hirings going on in the offseason. We've been seeing a lot of staff changes, a lot of positional changes, but it's not really new faces in different places. It's really same faces in different places. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and talk about different head coaching signings and different offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator signings and stuff like that. I know you guys are a little bit happy. I got some news that you guys might want to, elaborate about.
Yeah, man.
New head coach.
Chargers just signed Brandon Staley, the Rams' old defensive coordinator. He's our new head coach, man. He used to play quarterback at Dayton. He played there for 3 years. He was a quarterback coach there for a few years. Then he comes to the NFL. He's the linebacker coach. He's working under Vic Fangio, where Vic Fangio work at now? But Vic Fangio, damn it. He worked under Vic Fangio as a linebackers coach in 2017. Then he comes to the Broncos in 2018 with Fangio, of course, and he's working with Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, and all that. Then Sean McVay hires him, and he's the defensive coordinator of last year a top 10 defense, and this year the number 1 defense in the league. He's innovative. He makes in-game adjustments, and I think he's going to be really good for the Chargers, bro. And he's going to bring over that McVay-Shanahan system, so we're going to scheme up some open looks for Herbert. I think it was a good hire. He wasn't number 1 on my list. As you guys know, I've been pounding the table for Brian Daboll since shit since the middle of the damn season for real. I mean, I love me some Brian Daboll. That is a guy. I love Brian Daboll. I thought he'd have been perfect for us, but Brandon Staley, new head coach, I think he's gonna be really good, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know my team. We just hired a general manager. I don't even like him. You know, I don't like a lot of things about my organization. But other hires I liked was Robert out in the Jets. That was a good one.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah,
baby LaFleur with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna be real good. If they keep Sam Darnold, I think that'll help Sam Darnold a lot and probably make him a way better quarterback. But if they dump him,
the pick should be Fields, bro.
Yeah, if they could dump him regardless, I think whoever they choose, it's going to be a good team. So
yeah,
and the Jets need that because they have a history of just having shit organizations, shit front office. I think this is a time where they can get a change going because Robert Saleh is actually a culture guy too. So
yeah,
that's good. I like
Saleh is the first Muslim American coach.
Yeah,
NFL history.
And
so shout out to my good man.
Oh yeah, Urban Meyer's back.
Yeah, Urban Meyer's the Jaguar now.
One thing about Urban Meyer, he's a great coach. I don't care what nobody say, but
yeah, he's a great coach.
He's a great coach.
I think this is gonna end up horrible. I think it's gonna be bad because
I feel like he's not 100% in.
The health shit, that too, the health of him and the health of the quarterback they're about to take. Urban Meyer is big on using everybody as a weapon in the run game. That definitely includes the quarterback. Trevor Lawrence should not, and I repeat, I don't give a fuck how good of a runner he is. He should not be running quarterback power and read options 10 to 15 times a game. He shouldn't do it. You're putting the best quarterback prospect in the last 12 years, 10 years, in harm's way all of the time unnecessarily. I think offensively, they'll be fine because Trevor Lawrence is such a elite talent. But I don't like the hire at all. I don't like it. Not one bit. But and that hire sucks. And what are the Lions doing? What the hell are the Detroit Lions doing, bro?
I don't know, but I like it. I like it for my situation because I feel like a quarterback gonna fall to 19. I love it with everything that's going on. I feel like a lot of redemption is going on for quarterbacks, man, and I'm here for it. Someone can fall to me. Somebody falling, yo. I'm telling you.
He's a 20-year-old quarterback that his last full season he threw 0 interceptions. He's not falling to the 19th pick.
Yeah.
He's just not. I'm telling you right now. He just ain't. Trey Lance.
Man.
He ain't.
People don't like him anyway. People not high on him. It's okay. Watch.
Okay.
Let's watch. People been falling, y'all.
Just you wait until the Panthers take him at 8, nigga. Just you wait.
Oh, I can't wait. I know I can.
Just you wait, boy. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna wait. And they pass up on him. Teddy's our guy.
What?
That's smelly brain aneurysm, son.
That's smelly brewing. Teddy's our guy.
I don't know what you smell for that.
Yeah, smelling bath salts, nigga.
The only person I like coordinator.
Exactly. You ain't gonna let me down. Trust me. You ain't gonna let me down.
It's hard to do offensive coordinator going on.
We still get Lance regardless. You just sit down.
Panthers' new offensive coordinator going to want somebody different anyway because Joe Brady finna be an Eagle. So I think that's where he's going. I think his ass going to Philly.
Yeah.
Which is probably out of all the job openings, it's probably the one I'd at least want to have. No, Texans. No, I'd rather have the Texans job.
I can't because I don't want to go in there and my coworker don't even want to be here.
I'm going to go in there and be like, look, Deshaun, I know you don't want to be here. We're going to trade you for a shit ton of picks, and I'm going to draft my guy with one of them picks. That's as simple as it is for me. That's simple for me. If I go to Philly, I have to pick between a nigga that's already making $140 million and a backup that showed some promise, but we drafted him in the second round. I didn't draft either one of these niggas. The roster's old. The receivers suck. The offensive line sucks. The defensive line is old. They ain't got no linebackers. The DBs suck. It's a terrible situation.
Yeah.
You ain't got no fucking money. No. Take me to the Texans, nigga.
At least you got JJ Watt.
At least I got I'm trade his ass too. His ass is gone too. I'm gonna get a third for JJ. JJ gone.
At least you got Laramie.
At least I got Laramie and Justin Reed. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Will Fuller gone too. I'm cleaning house. I'm gonna redeem all them draft picks that we traded and shit. And that's how I'm gonna go by. I'm gonna tell Jack Easterbay or East Day, whatever the hell that guy's name is, to fuck off. This is my show. And that's just how it's gonna be. Either that or you don't hire me.
All right, Doug Peterson.
I mean, my way or the highway.
This nigga don't listen, man.
I wouldn't be mad if Doug decided to be the offensive coordinator of the Chargers. He gonna have to listen at that point. He ain't got no choice.
Be happier that way though. Just call plays. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah, but the head coaching money is so much better. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, you go from making, a couple $100,000 a year, which is still really fucking good money, to making $4, $5, $6 million a year coaching a football team, man. Shit, I do it every time.
Shit, if I do it.
Every single time. What other job open? Who else don't got a coach? Yeah, it's just the Eagles and the Texans, right?
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I pity the nigga that take that Eagles job, bro.
And so, I feel like they're gonna make it work.
You got a $100 million quarterback.
You just gotta change the training staff, yo. You gotta get a new training staff in there because apparently whatever you're doing in there ain't working.
You need to get a younger football team.
I mean, yeah.
Just think about it. All the best players on the Eagles are like 32-ish to 30. Fletcher, Brandon Graham, Slay, Kelsey. All them niggas are old. Ertz too.
Yeah.
Ertz about 30. All them niggas is old.
If I'm the Eagles, honestly, if I come in as a new coach, I'm cutting a lot of motherfuckers off, and Carson Wentz is actually going to be one of them. I probably would.
Which is going to be on the first train
out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's out of here. I ain't paying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll just evaluate. I would keep Hurts and evaluate him. Actually, evaluate him for the year and see. All right, can I make him my guy, or do I got to go get another guy?
Now, I think Hurts has a ceiling because he's just not really that good of a passer right now. Like, he's decent at it. He makes plays because he can extend. But Hurts has a ceiling to me. But you do need to evaluate him more than 3 games at the end of the year or 2 3/4 of a game at the end of the year.
Yeah,
I don't think it's fair to him. I mean, I feel like if you draft a quarterback in the second round, you kind of have to evaluate him, right? I mean, what
Yeah.
did you draft him in the second round for? That's why I'm kind of like, I was thinking about how we talked about Carson going to the Colts earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They just drafted Jacob Eason in the second round. The fuck did you draft him for if you're just going to trade for Carson Wentz? That's an early pick, bro. I mean, it's not a top 10 pick or nothing like that, but that is a significant resource you could have used elsewhere, but you drafted a quarterback. Yeah. So I think you kind of owe it to him to evaluate him at that point. It's not like you drafted him in the 6th round. It ain't like he Gardner Minshew or nothing.
Yeah.
So I think the Eagles got to evaluate him somehow.
I agree. Yeah, because yeah.
I mean, like they got the 6th pick, right? So maybe Zach Wilson or Fields if they had 6, maybe. I don't know, man.
That's a weird thing.
You'd have to probably get rid of Jalen, but fuck it. If I get the quarterback of the future, Jalen's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably get some draft capital out of Jalen too. Somebody might take
shit. Maybe
somebody might take a chance on Jalen.
Man, maybe Pittsburgh or something.
Yeah,
maybe us. Who knows?
There you go.
I mean, I don't think I'm too opposed to that.
We don't have it. I'm telling you, man. Anybody sounds okay at this point.
Oh God, here you go.
Going to Minshew. Get Minshew.
What?
miss you.
Yeah, go get
Yes,
Ben.
it is. No,
Go get Sam Darnold. Well, think about
I
trading for
mean,
Sam Darnold. The contract is up at the end of the year, nigga. So you trade for
exactly.
him, you probably gonna have to pay the nigga.
I ain't paying that nigga. Fuck him.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
He ain't shown me nothing yet.
I like Sam.
I like Sam Darnold. I do.
I think I hope they give him a chance, and we get to see what he really. Well, hopefully there's more to his game than what we've seen with previous coaches and situations.
I mean, yeah, with Adam Gase, you look like you're gonna suck. You're gonna suck anyway, unless you pay Adam.
That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Let's see. We got any questions in this show?
Oh, Cleveland, yeah. In all honesty, if I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, I got my head up, bro. We had a great year, won 10 games. We ain't even had Odell. We get Odell back. I feel happy. Hopefully he stay healthy. The Browns draft good. They draft good. So
I think the Browns are going to stay very competitive.
Yeah,
I think so. I think Baker's a lot better than we gave him credit for.
Yep.
He's not. I mean, people are going to say he's a system quarterback, and everybody outside of like 7 quarterbacks in the NFL is a system fucking quarterback. So it's not an insult to me. I think Baker's good enough to win you games and take you to the playoffs. I like their running game. Of course, the offensive line is elite. They need a wide receiver that can separate with some speed. And again, that might be Odell. I don't know after this next surgery. They get the fuck rid of Austin Hooper. I don't know why they paid that man so much money when David Njoku better than him.
Njoku is so better. The only thing with Njoku, he gonna drop the ball.
He gonna drop the ball, but he gonna drop it. But at least he's a fifth of the price Austin Hooper is.
Open, he makes plays.
And on defense, they need to invest heavy in that secondary. 1, because all of them hurt and they need some depth. But 2, outside of Denzel Ward, that secondary is doo-doo. It's bad.
That's a young.
And they line, damn it, too. None of their linebackers get off blocks, bro. They need a linebacker.
Because they got rid of my man Joe Sco.
Yeah. At least Joe could get off blocks and make some tackles. Myles Garrett was defeating double teams, getting dragged to the ground, and there was nobody behind that nigga.
No.
Nobody.
Listen,
nobody getting off blocks. Nobody making plays. They need to go grab my man Zaven Collins in the draft, yeah.
Yeah, it would be something.
Get ready for my boy Delpit to come back, man.
Who?
Grant Delpit,
Oh, yeah. Delpit got hurt in training camp. That's right.
And, shit. He didn't play this year.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll help. I think he's a good center fielder. I mean,
I forgot he existed.
Yeah,
bro, he got hurt early in training camp, like the 3rd or 4th day, I think.
Hey, you got him. You get him back. Stop having fucking Carl Joseph trying to do everything. Just keep him in the box where he belongs.
He's no Cam Curl, but yeah, he's a pretty solid player.
Interior D-line depth too. That could help him some. Maybe another edge buddy for Myles Garrett. But I think they're on the right track. They got the coach, they got the quarterback, they can run the football. They got the biggest freak in the league in Myles Garrett. I think they're on the right track. They got one really good corner in Denzel. Yeah, man. I think they'll be good.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah, man. They're going to be competitive for a little bit. I think they're on the right track.
I think they'll be better than the Steelers next year. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I think so, because I think Ben's ass is done.
Nah, he said he's coming back. So they
he said he's coming back.
I mean, he come back. His ass done though.
Yeah, I think he's done.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a little noticeable drop off or decline in play that we're going to see next year. I don't think he got it yet.
Yeah, I think.
I told y'all Antonio Brown was right.
What? What was that?
I'm black. I don't take vaccines anyway.
Bruh, that was just a random. I don't know where that came from, but that was a comment in the stream.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That wraps up episode 5 of Three-Way Deals. Three-Way Deals. Deals in ways 3. Dealing 3 ways.
Strong.
Hmm?
You all right?
No. But all right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. See y'all next Tuesday. Next week. Next time.
Oh man. All right, man. You know.
All right, y'all.
Tell the people the same thing. Love y'all. Be safe, man.
Stay easy, y'all.